Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Here I am. No trades taken yet. I'm actually late to the charts. I'm actually surprised I even had the ability to get up at all. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Good morning. I don't see any news on the session. I see something tentative, but I don't see an actual time yet. There's still something wrong with my internet. I did find out that my lag yesterday was caused by having 2 order flow indicators open. I think when that high impact news came through, even though it didn't start lagging until like 10 minutes later, it just was a little too much. Yeah. Today's not so down the back. All delay was supposed to be jolts. Got you. Oh man. Let's see, what is this? 627. Nasdaq is on a tear. The 835 candle got as low as 25,663, and we've just gone up 200 points since then. How nice. How nice. Good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? Factory orders. Wait, why is this thing not working? I mean, we are literally on a tear. The last 2 reversal bars pushed into a almost 200 tick move. This one did. We're at 97 bars, which is almost 200 ticks. And then the last one was the same. Oh yeah, I did not have time to go through and do the counter trend pullbacks or in either of the divergences. I don't even know whether I'm coming or going right now. My energy levels are like through the roof, but not at the same time. I finally got to take a nap yesterday, and just like my neighbor woke me up at 7:30 in the morning clanking metal, I wasn't even an hour and 15 minutes into my nap, and next thing you know, I hear a drill. Just it was just ridiculous. To say I'm irritated is an understatement. So, yeah. Just, yeah. An understatement. That's pretty crazy. Because you be playing 2K in the wee hours of the night. No. No. No, I actually got off the 2K early last night. It's just like, I don't even know. Look at this. I would have gotten stopped out. See if it's gonna go to the TP. But yeah, when I like lack sleep in the capacity that I did yesterday, nothing can make me concentrate long enough. I'm glad I didn't get into this because look at this. I would have gotten stopped out just for it to go directly to the target. Is this the right setting? It is. Yeah, no amount of anything would allow me to concentrate to be able to do what I needed to do yesterday. Like when I'm that sleep deprived, it's over with. Completely over with. Mm, 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 mm. Being toxic, you're crazy. You're mad you missed this move. Oh, it's running up on Dow as well. We are not toxic. Maybe just a little bit. Just a tad, nothing crazy. You gonna make some salmon tonight? How are you gonna cook it? Nice run up on Dow too. How'd you miss it? Oh, you know what? I'm playing around. Oh, there we go. I didn't know what my data lag was, and after experiencing what I experienced yesterday, I have one over there for you guys, but I can't see that it's behind my monitor. Oh, you wasn't paying attention. I can only eat so many chicken nuggets. No, for real. Unless you're a kid, then you can never get enough chicken nuggets. Cause, dang, you just reminded me. Last time I went to the store, I forgot to get more chicken nuggets for my nephew and my niece and nephew. In the oven? Oh. I can't tell you the last time I cooked something in the oven. I think my biggest issue with the oven is it takes too long to preheat, number one. And number two, it can dry certain things out, like especially meats. That's why I don't normally cook my meats in there. But y'all, why did I cook some red lobster biscuits in the air fryer? Because I did not feel like waiting for the oven to preheat. I still haven't found the perfect setting for them to be able to stay like the yellower color versus being more brown. Haven't found the perfect setting yet, but I definitely did that. Ling Jr. also enjoys chicken nuggets. It's you can't get around it with kids. I swear. Kids only ate chicken nuggets, corn, and mashed potatoes when I was kids. Listen, sometimes just giving them what they like is so much better than fighting them about it. So much better. I know no matter what, if I give that boy some chicken nuggets and fries, he gonna eat his food. I thought the zigzag wasn't gonna attach. There's no fighting, no fussing, no, I don't like that. No, I don't want it. I don't have to deal with none of that. It's just, put about you hungry? Yes, Titi, can I have some fries and chicken nuggets? Sure, baby, you sure can. That simple. Good fucking red morning. Oh no. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning. He's too. Stop the. Oh my goodness. All right. They gonna be mad when his teeth all fucked up. I will say, my niece and nephews didn't really like pacifiers like that. Even if they use them to go to sleep, they definitely spit it out while they were asleep. Like immediately almost. You like to feel wish they would eat? Oh, y'all. I love my neighbor. He's such a nice man. But this drilling shit, especially because because I got on the charts late, I'm probably not honestly going to journal today's session. I have more than enough data full of stuff. I am literally going straight to sleep. If I take any trades, which I'm hoping I can, I'm gonna journal those, but that's it. I'm not doing all the other stuff. If he's still drilling when it's time for me to lay my damn head down, I might actually open up my window and say, "Can you please stop it?" You don't like you don't like pho? Oh no. I love it. I had it for the first time when I was in California. When I was living there for 3 months. Now this was back when I still didn't know chicken was my issue and that I was allergic to it. Baby, let me tell you something. That Korean fried chicken, I had that at least 1 or 2 times a week, and I had pho probably about once or twice a week as well. It's so good. But I was in an Airbnb and I had a mother-in-law quarters, so it was like in the back of a house. Um where I had my own entry, but I didn't have like a kitchen. I didn't have a kitchen. It was like a kitchenette, and I had my own bathroom as well, and we shared the laundry facility or whatever, but it was like a kitchenette, so it was like a hot plate almost. So you couldn't cook very much on there. And I think I had my new wave at the time, but you could only cook so much in a new wave back then. Um, so I had to eat out all the time, and that food was yes. Not let that baby yet. Negative 23% already? No. Ask him to wait until later. No, I can't ask him nothing. Let me tell you something. He started the shit at 7:30 in the morning yesterday. Amelia, 7:30. He was clanking. Clanking metal is all I heard. And then when it got quiet around, oh no, the data lag. What the fuck is this? Around the time I went to sleep, everything was quiet. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're good. We're in there. We were not in there. He started drilling about an hour into my nap. I think my mom said he's putting like suspensions on his car or something. I don't know. All I know is like, go to work or something. Fuck. Y'all, why with the data lag? I might have to bring an extra fan in here and turn on every fan I possibly can, just so I can like try to drown out the noise of his fucking drill. What is with the data lag issues? Oh my God. Started here. It's like whenever there's, so it started like around here, and all of these bars happen in the same millisecond, which is fine, but why do we have to have a data lag because of it? Bro. Between the lack of sleep, the data lag issue, I just don't. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Try to E-Trade. I can't see squat. You want to sleep when most people are up? Nah, baby. 7:30 in the morning is too fucking early to be doing anything. That's way too early. He's tripping. Now, the afternoon part of you drilling, that's cool. I'll take that. Even though I feel like, why the fuck is you doing this? But the 7:30 in the morning, he needed to be cussed out for that. Girl, get up, you burning daylight for what? Even when I hire people to work at the house, they don't come in on 7:30. Like, you ain't got no office hours. Not gonna, they're up. Not see. I think that technically you can start at 7 o'clock in the morning, like if you're doing roofs or anything like that in my neighborhood, but they still don't actually do anything that early in the morning. I've never heard anything start like before 8:30, to be honest with you. 764. She gonna curse you? No, I'm not. I've had to scalp for 2 days now over this market right now. Oh no. And the lag is still too high. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? And there's the lag, some more of it. If at any point in time this thing counts up to 1 minute, I'm out. Like, I'm not even gonna wait for it to count back down. I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. So just be aware. Because why the fuck do I have to deal with this bullshit? Yes, I'm well as well. Applejacks, I saw he put out a video called My Fire Strategy or something. I still haven't watched it, but I did see 1 win, trade, 1 loss. I have some homework to do this weekend. Now, which one was the win and which one was the loss? Because I know you do the 2 different strategies. Do we not have enough juice? Nope. Yes, no, maybe so. Yay. I'm trying something right now while remember I told you guys one of the things I didn't like is that I felt like I couldn't trade when we're inside of the change zone, the consolidation area. So far in me doing this super simplified version of what I'm doing, at least with the pullbacks in the direction of the trend, what I'm trying to do is, if this happens, the volume of my entry bar needs to exceed the highest volume bar in the swing, which you can see here. There was 320 in that one, and the highest volume bar in the uptrend, the pullback, was 176, which was the last reversal bar. You can see we had a delta sweep, which is the vertical line. Simple continuation, point of control is in the wick. So that's what I'm trying, because I told y'all, like, there's sometimes really good trades inside and I can't do anything the way I was trading before. Now, I still don't know if I'm gonna like bid ask or up down tick better. I don't know. What I'm gonna have to do, so before I take a nap today, even though I'm not journaling today's session besides whatever trade I take and whatever, my balances are and stuff like that, I do have one more day of data that I need to convert from bid ask to up down tick, and I'm doing it this way before I put the trades from these particular 5 days into Excel and stuff. I'm doing this because when I'm going into Excel and I'm documenting everything for bid ask, if there's anything that's different on bid ask that's different than up down tick, I will highlight that cell in yellow. And I do that way I can see at a glance that, like, yo, this is a totally different trade on the other setting. So meaning, like, if on bid ask the point of control was in the wick and sellers are in control, if it's not on up down tick in the wick with sellers in control, I will highlight the point of control column for that particular line. The only other thing that can be different is the delta signals. So there might be a delta sweep on bid ask, and on up down tick it's a delta flip, or it could be no signal at all. So I need to do that for the last day of data. I did one out of the last 2 days that I needed to get done. I did that late last night, so I need to do the last one. And then because I'm not going to journal today, that'll free up a couple of hours of my time so that I can go ahead and get the last 3 the other 3 setups done so that going into tomorrow, I can trade all 4 of my setups again, which will give me more opportunities to trade. That didn't beat it. It almost beat it. There's 325 here and 331 in that one. Could need a part-time job if, oh no. So Janelle, have you started to I know you were looking to liquidate certain things to move them over. Have you done that yet? Starts with 2,500 and invest a bill every month for those of us who don't have a 100K portfolio. Ooh, okay, I want to watch that. The win was the opening trade. The loss was on another strategy. Got you, got you. Use more size on the opening trade. The losing trade was the smaller size because I only had 1 confluence. Okay, so you base your number of contracts or your risk based on like how many parts of confluence you have for the trade. If you take one more loss, you'll be break even for the day. Starting to get chilly. 338. I mean 334. All right, I want to see what that looked like on the time-based chart. Yeah, see. That's what I want to be able to take when we're inside the zone like that. Okay. I can dig it, I can dig it. Extend that out. Should have liquidated more during the bullish run last month though. I not liquidate to my girl. Oh, speaking of personal. Trying to quickly do my journal outline so that as soon as I'm done, I can journal that real quick. And I'm gonna write a note to myself that I had intermittent data lag issues. Up to 30 seconds. Wasn't enough volume in there since we are inside of the zone. Looks like November might be the correction month. Why do I keep going to that chat? I think we all think this. All of us, and we all contribute equally. Except the Mint. No, I'm not going to say except the Mint. Except Diego. Because the rest of them, they contribute equally. Oh yeah, and Pred, he doesn't feed into our crap. But the rest of them definitely do. First I'm taking is for the volume profile strategies I'm applying. Other setups I don't use this approach, trying to simplify things a bit. I got you. That makes sense. Sign up on one of those sugar daddy sites. Girl, those cases with parents offing their kids. No. Where? I did just see that a lady got I think she was convicted. Did you see the one where the lady had 3 children under 3 years old? She left them in a car by themselves while she went into the store to get her husband's lunch. Left them in the left them in the car by themselves for 13 minutes. And basically when she came back, none of them were in seats, by the way. When she came back, one of them, I guess, had fell backwards, and the head of that child was lodged between the driver's seat, I think the driver's seat, and the door. So the baby basically died by asphyxiation, and she was charged with it. As she should have been. Like, I'm sorry, your husband's lunch is not that important. To leave your kids in the car by themselves for 13 minutes at that? Are you well? You couldn't DoorDash him something? What do I know? Yeah. I'm not a lawyer, but no, I never seen that one. Oh, shoot. 619. Okay. No, I've never seen that one, Applejacks. It's the most true crime I consume. My crime has several in the past 2 weeks. He can get his own food or start like something. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, how small of a kid are we talking about? It couldn't have been the baby. You know what I'm saying? So I genuinely do not know. I just know that's how they found that kid. Yeah. They said when she came back, when she came back, she noticed the baby's hair or something. Like, it was just something very weird. But just know that's how the baby died. And I feel like they said between the door and the driver's seat. That's what I think they said. It was a very weird case. Also, did you guys see? Shoot, her name is Tish Hyman. She's like a singer or something, I think. Something like that. Basically, she was in Gold's Gym, and she's in the locker room naked, and a man who identifies as a woman was in the locker room staring at her. So she went to the front desk to speak up about it. They basically said there's nothing they can do. And I think she said when she went back into there, the man said something about women love to see big dicks or something like that. And they decided to terminate her membership to the gym because she caused an uproar about a man with a big dick being in the women's locker room, staring at her as she was naked. They canceled her membership. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? The dad who left the kid in the hot car, he's on trial while watching. Oh, I think I saw that one on my show that I always watch. Well, not show, but I think I watched like what is it? Red Tree Crime, or Red Tree Stories or something like that. And then there's another one, Dr. Insanity, I think it's called. They reported on that one a while ago. I feel like. I think they reported on when it first happened, but I don't think at the time the trial and stuff had happened yet. Cause I think when I watched it, that was when it was just the like the body cam and stuff like that. That Netflix doc, The Perfect Neighbor. Oh, she reviewed that trial. I haven't watched that documentary yet. The membership too. Yep, Dr. Insanity, I think. Yeah. Yeah, listen. The worst part is social media found out who the guy is, and this drilling is gone. I'm gonna tell y'all one of the things that irritates me with the drilling, besides the fact that like I don't want to listen to that when I'm trying to sleep, which I'm not trying to sleep, but I would like to sleep as soon as I get off. I hate constant noises. I hate it. So the constant noise of the drilling is gonna drive me crazy. But anyway, yeah, the social media found the guy, and he's not cock diesel anymore, but he was at some point. And I think what gets me is these companies, if you're going to do this, if you're not going to force them to be in the bathroom of people who have the same genitals as them, then you need to spend the time, energy, effort, and money to create bathrooms for them. It's just like the one where there was a guy in the women's locker room who identified as a woman who was watching a 13-year-old girl shower in a women's locker room in a gym. But because he said he identifies as a woman, they didn't do anything about it. That is creepy. That is a problem. Yeah. I'm correcting myself and about to leave for a stretching session in a little while before the gym. What was you doing, Trenches? Not following your rules? Stretching session with whom? It better... As long as it's not that lady. That lady we don't like. Good. Earbuds, headphones. I can't sleep with anything in my ears. I have the like the foam, whatever you put in your ears to try to like cancel out noise or whatever. But a lot of like headphones and stuff like that, I don't like because my ears are very sensitive. So it can't be anything silicone, like anything like this. It can't be silicone. It also can't be latex. It would have to be hard plastic, and hard plastic won't stay in my ears anyway. Another thing I'm hoping is when I know that a combination doesn't work like this historically does not work. I'm hoping that if it happens with a delta signal, I can enter the opposite way. and still have the same stop loss. So let's say that I entered at the close of this bar. The stop loss would be 22 ticks, which it did not hit, but we hit the TP. That's what I'm hoping. It is. Yeah, Trenches, you can go and do that shit now. Bye. Why are people showering in those filthy public locker rooms? I don't know. Well, I think some people, like, especially if you have somewhere to go after, or some people just don't like going outside. Like, let's say that because I think she was in New York. So it could be that, like, hey, it's cold right now. I don't want to go outside while I'm sweating. Some people think they get sick that way, whatever. Um, yeah, I don't, even when I play basketball, baby, I'm not showering with you hoes, especially because I grew up like from the time I was in elementary school, no, I would say middle school, I had girls on my team that were already gay. Now, at one point, I think my high school AAU team, baby, it was only a few of us that weren't. So I'm not bothered. Like, as long as you know I'm not and don't try me, we cool, right? But knowing that, I'm smart enough to know, like, cause you're not finna sit here and watch me while I'm naked, okay? But now I don't even go in the locker rooms. Go straight home after workout. Basically celibate. Yeah, I don't. Him and his. I don't look. Trenches can go about his business. We don't like that lady, and he know it. We going to run errands after the gym. See, Money has a thought with him right now. Stop playing. I don't be believing him. He know it. We don't believe him. I'm surprised it's not picking up his drilling on my mic because he's literally right here. I don't get full naked in front of others, so locker rooms don't work for me. Yeah, the most I'll do in a locker room is just lock my shit up. That's it. That's it. And if I'm going to a gym, I'm not taking very much with me anyway. It needs to fit in my fanny pack and leave it at that. Not enough volume. There's a TB. That's another combination that doesn't work well, especially because we're inside of the consolidation zone. Change to the downtrend over here. So this was a combination that doesn't work. Went straight up. This was a pullback combination that doesn't work. We went up. Basically, as long as the bar comes close to the reversal bar comes close to closing, it's gonna TP. Now, whether it actually goes up or not, don't even matter. Don't even matter. Now, what I'm also thinking is, and I'll know once I finish analyzing the data in the Excel sheet, is so when we're in the consolidation zone, I'm pretty sure if we're going counter trend, I don't have to follow the same rules as, like, all right, when we're going with the trend, I need the volume bar to be heavy. Like, it has to be a lot of effort. And the reason is because we're inside of the consolidation zone. So there needs to be a lot of effort from the sellers to attempt to continue the market down because we've already rejected the downtrend. So everything else can set up properly. It can be a delta sweep, the point of control can be where I want it to be and everything else, but if that volume's not high enough, it's showing me that the sellers don't have enough effort in the market. However, at the same time, the buyers don't have to put as much effort in the market to have any type of counter trend move. So I'm pretty sure once I finish going through the data, I'm gonna definitely see that I can trade inside of the consolidation zone. I just have to specifically look at volume when I'm trying to continue the trend. Counter trend should be fine with whatever it gives me. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Y'all can't hear it? See what I mean? It's just because like we have a huge yard and the houses are not close, like super close together, but because of the way my house is positioned, his driveway is literally right outside of my window. And so because he's working on his car, it's literally right there. Annoyed is an understatement. Y'all, my granny, he even like had my granny up because of it. Now she don't sleep with white noise. I do, but you could hear beyond the white noise. But she fell asleep she fell asleep in her chair like 4 times yesterday. She was so tired. She already didn't sleep because she was having like some pain in her hip or something. So it didn't help that he was doing that early in the morning. All right, so we've pushed out of the opening range. Okay. Oh, we didn't change to an uptrend yet. Oh, I see the mic moving now when he does it. Oh. I didn't realize the opening range wasn't over there. Okay, what a nice push down. Push off of the support level up there. Well, support level and a resistance level kind of in the same area. So we went up to where we would change back to an uptrend and we rejected. $85.50. I got 15 minutes. There's another data lag. All right, that one didn't last long. I'm cool with the lag, spiking. I'm cool with it as long as it doesn't last long. It's when it starts counting up beyond like 5 seconds that it's like, no. Your houses are right next to each other. No, it's basically the way that our house is positioned. Because the houses are not like super duper close. I mean, we don't live on farmland or anything, but we have like a park like backyard. But because of like the shape of the yard and the shape of the property, it's just how his house is positioned. Basically, there's like 6 different houses whose yards connect to ours. Oh my God, I missed that trade. Goddamn. I probably would have gotten filled too. Yeah. This is crazy. The numbers are probably super small. I didn't think the volume was going to beat it out. We're in the consolidation zone, so I needed the volume to beat this bar right here. This bar is 327. That bar is 328. I didn't think it was going to beat it out. And the crazy thing is, I wouldn't have been able to like enter late there was only 1 second between this bar, the close of the bar, and this bar. So yeah, but you see, I would have basically only had like 2 ticks of drawdown, went straight to TP. Nice little delta sweep. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't, when I was trying to do this the first time, when I first got this indicator, when I was trying to do the signals and stuff, I'm mad that I didn't stick with it. But I also know that the reason why I didn't think it was important is because I do remember also looking at volume sequencing, and I was counting that as being a valid signal that should work, and I don't think volume sequencing works that well. Because I could have been on this over super simplified version of what I'm doing. And not over as in like over it. I mean, like I would have been done with it and been making some nice profits. But it's all good. But I went into ChatGPT yesterday. And so I basically asked it, I told it, like, no, I did ask. I asked, what do you think are the major benefits of trading with the delta signals using the delta sweep, delta flipped, and the trap traders? And I said specifically why I didn't like the delta rise or the delta drop, which the delta rise and delta drop just means that, like, if it's the delta rise, there were 4 bars in a row where the delta rose, or 4 bars in a row where the delta dropped, basically. And I noticed already quickly with just a couple of days of data, putting it into the Excel sheet and, comparing the signals, that I just did not like when those were by themselves. And so basically I wanted to know the benefits of just like, hey, if there's not a signal, just don't take the trade, and how much that would probably help my win percentage, right? And so it was basically saying that the core strength of the delta based signals, like the delta sweep, the delta flip, and the trap traders, is that they represent real participation and intent, the footprints of liquidity events and institutional aggression. Unlike delta rise and delta drop, which just shows momentum of delta, the first 3 signals I listed are event driven. They identify when traders are actually taking risks or being forced to react. And so it went through and talked about how oh wait, we got a reversal bar. Oh, wait a minute. 171. I can't believe that bar beat it out. Right, this one looks like it shouldn't matter as long as there's a signal. All right, no signal there. So it said delta sweeps are aggressive intent confirmation. It reveals large decisive entries by institutional players. When you see a delta sweep, which is whenever you see the stripe, with strong directional delta, you're witnessing a liquidity grab and push. This is often the smart money igniting or defending a position. Delta flips are change of control markers, which identifies aggressive handoff between buyers and sellers. The flip is essentially a delta polarity reversal, indicating that whichever side had control has just lost it, which is a classic reversal signal. No, don't leave without me. Oh. All right, so it says trap traders are the fuel for the reversal. It reveals the pain trade where trap positions must unwind. This is one of the most powerful continuation catalysts after a reversal signal. When you identify trap traders, you're front running the forced liquidation that fuels the next move. And it says that delta rise and delta drop. I would have been so mad if I got stopped out for it to go where I wanted it to go. That would piss me off. I didn't get in right away because I still don't know if I like this particular signal, and I think that that particular signal is different a lot when you are on up down tick, so I didn't really want to take that one. But yeah, so it says delta rise and delta drop only tell you that delta is increasing or decreasing, not why or by whom. They often lag real shifts in participation, since 4 bars of building delta could just be passive absorption. When combined with a true signal, which are the sweeps, the flips, and the traps, they add confirmation, but used alone, they often fire too late or during continuation noise. You're essentially filtering out momentum without cause in favor of intentional aggression or forced action, which it says is a key distinction for intraday accuracy. So I'm going to try it with those particular signals and see. Shoot. If I get another setup, I only want to take it if the if the volume of the swing is not higher than the previous one, 47. Because I don't know exactly how I like the ones where the swings are very heavy. This one, the swing was heavier. There was like almost 300 volume in this swing, whereas it was only 171 there. 220, 33, 35. Okay, yeah, that's right. Anyway, the flow from made your PC go wild. Yeah, it made mine go wild too. That's why they had to release that latest version that they released. Well, the one that they released last month, I think it was either last month. No, it was in the end of September. They had to release it because I was like, no, something's wrong with y'all shit. Especially on Renko's. That thing was bad. And I don't know if maybe it's because I use, scalping type of bars basically or what. Because they swore up and down I was the only person having issues with it. But then you have to ask yourself, am I really the only one? Or are there people who don't have a data lag timer, so they have no idea that their data is even lagging? But yeah. I am so hungry. I did not consume enough food yesterday. Mistaken, they recommend using tick replay enable for non-time based charts. That also take. Yeah, they say that, but you don't actually need to do that. You don't need to enable tick replay data. The only time you need to enable, like, okay, if you're on a non-time based chart, right? As long as when you start, you don't start trading as soon as, well, okay, I guess it depends on how you're trading. So for me, I open up my charts around 8:30, right? And the only thing that matters, so let's say the market is looking like it's looking right now, right? And I just got onto the charts. I would not be able to take this, well, no, I actually would be able to. As long as we are not, when I open up the charts, we're not in the bar that's going to reverse, I'm good. Because I don't really care what any of this delta looks like. I only look at the volume that's coming in, right? So I guess it depends on how you're using the order flow data. Now, if you're using like the volume profile with the node, you know, you trade nodes and all that other stuff, you might need to enable tick replay data. But I've found that the point of control is where it is and it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be. So I don't need tick replay data. And if anything, if you're trading like Renkos or range charts, you can just wait for a couple of reversal bars or something and then start trading, because it's still accurate with real-time data. You just like, okay, when I didn't get onto the charts until 8:45, right? So if I was to journal this whole session, I think actually it might have been like 8:48. I could tell by the zigzag not being attached. So if I was to journal the session, I would not journal anything that happened before here, because the deltas are not correct. That's when you need tick replay data. But from here on, you don't need tick replay data enabled. Whatever happened at the time that it happened, that's how it happens. I don't even know why they suggest that. I still think your strat will work best in metals. It might. I'm not even going to lie, especially with me simplifying things. It actually might. That's another reason why, like, if I can make everything work with just trading signals, oh my gosh. I mean, obviously I wouldn't trade every signal that pops up, right? But only entering if a signal is, oh yeah, it's time to go. A signal is attached to you know, the volume and order flow combination that I like, I'm cool with that, because that should usually work no matter what instrument I'm trading, because order flow is order flow. You know what I mean? And it's another reason why I like those three signals in particular, the sweeps, flips, and trap traders, because it's supposed to be like institutional level type of liquidity grabs. And that should work regardless of what instrument I'm on. Another trading room have mentioned. However, yeah, I have. They don't listen. You remember I had to go off on the one man because stop helping me. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Leave me alone. You're the reason I had to sit here and deal with this shit for a whole month before it was fixed, because you kept telling me that there's not an issue with the coding, but you're not a coder, so how would you know? Oh, he irritated me so bad. So bad. But yeah. You definitely don't need tick replay data. See, that's another reason why I have this other point of control on my chart. For that very reason. Just to show that, like, even with tick replay data not being on, that stuff is still correct. Oh, the session is over with. It's 10 o'clock. Hallelujah. I hope he went in to do something so that I can take a nap. Session ended. All right. Let me show you guys my account. So we got a little bit more progress on it. Now I have 1,000 in drawdown left going into tomorrow. And I am 1,001 million bajillion% sure I am going to finish that analysis in Excel today, because I have 3 trading days to try to make $3,400, which should not be hard, especially considering I have the ability to multiply contracts and stuff. Look at my data lag. Like, screw these people telling me nothing wrong with it. All right. So here's the account. $1,000 in drawdown left, almost $3,500 to being funded, with, like I said, 3 trading days left. I think I can do it, especially if I finish off this back test. I should get more than enough entries in per day, especially with me making the rules more relaxed. So we'll see. I know for sure I missed that one trade. I called it out as soon as it happened, the one where there was 1 volume point more than what I needed it to be. I'm so mad I missed it. But as long as for the next couple of days, if I'm multiplying contracts, as long as I can get about 5 setups per day, maybe 3 to 5 setups per day, depending on the number of contracts I use, I should be all right. So we will see. But that's it for me, you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Pray for my sanity, because if I have one more day of lack of sleep, I might actually go crazy. So pray that my neighbor just do not start drilling stuff until I'm ready to wake up. Okay? Yes, please. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.